Yo, 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 Valorant gamers, how are we doing today? I'm here to talk to you and show you how to entry on different sites with different agents. But I'm not just going to show you how to entry, but I'm also going to show you what angles you should be checking. And also, I'm going to show you how different agents util can help the duelist entry. So without any further delay, let's get into it.
So when I talk about clearing angles, I'm going to use A sites on Heaven. Firstly, you're going to have short and you're going to have long. I'll start off with long. These two angles here, you're not going to really check unless you're like rotating over from B or C, because at the start of the round, they're not going to have time to push up to these two. So when you're pushing, you're going to walk up. You're going to hug this wall. You're going to check this corner, check here, and then you can go up like this, check up there, and then you want to look up Heaven, watch Heaven and watch Hell. So you're going to go up, you're going to have dash, smoke, you're going to dash into your smoke, you're going to check that, you can check over there, and then if there's no one on the site, you can plant. Once you plant like this,
planted.
you got bing, and then like this whole site is cleared like that quickly, especially if you have like a server that can dart up here that like clears sites. You cleared Hell, you cleared Heaven, and then if you like have a teammate that pushes up like short up here, they can clear this, they can clear that, they can help you clear, and that is how you would push up along as Jet with some team. Like say you also could be like here with you, and then they could just dart there for you, and that's how I would personally clear sight on Heaven on long. I am now going to show you how I would personally clear short. I've now shown you long, let me show you short. I'm going to probably slow walk up. I'm not going to check this corner because I know no one can really walk through without my team seeing them. I'm going to check, I'm going to check, I'm going to hold this. As I push out, I'm going to go to the right. And then I'm not going to check left, I'm not going to check right, I'm going to check left because there's like more space here for more likely to see people. As I slow walk, I'm going to hug this wall, I'm going to check right, I'm going to slowly peek myself. That was probably not a good play. I could probably smoke and then show myself like that. And then I can check. Then my team would have time to push up long by then. I can help clear sight, I can then plan if someone else doesn't. Once again, could have a server dart up here to help. I can check here. I'm not going to over push this because why I'm now got the spike down, there's no reason for me to push because I am now on defense because I need to hold this spike. They are going to most likely push through here or push up Heaven. I won't really, there might be one person or two people on flank, but if you have someone like Cypher or Vice, they could like wall or trip hit, and then you don't need to hold that until you hear something. And then if I did, if like say my Vice says someone's on flank, I would like probably come off side, slow walk up, and I would slow walk. I wouldn't check these corners because no one should really be on those corners. I would just sit here and wait for the person to come, and I would just, and that's how you would do a site of Heaven. In Valorant, there are duel lists. Everyone knows there's duel lists, and that's the entry people of, isn't it? But some things a few people don't know is there are two different type of duel lists. You've got entry duel lists and you've got backup duel lists. The entry duel lists are duel lists such as Raze, Jet, Neon, Waylay, and Yuri's kind of fits into that bracket. But what's the difference between the two duel lists, you might ask yourself? Well, let me tell you. The difference is the entry duel lists are the duel lists with like movement capabilities, like Raze with a satchels, Jet with a dash, Waylay with her dash, Neon with her sprint and slides. But how do you actually enter with these duel lists? Let me show you. I'm going to use Raze on Bind. The reason I'm choosing Raze is because Raze's best map, in my opinion, would be Bind, because how well her satchels play into this. For this demonstration, I'm going to use E sights going down here. 4 rays, I would probably satchel from A short up to A cubby. Let me show you why.
Satchel out. Satchel out.
And now we're going to move on to Neon. I have chose to do this on Pearl because Neon's very good on Pearl because how big of a map it is and to sprint. But I have chose to show you on A site Pearl. The reason I have done this is because A site is very difficult at times to push onto due to someone maybe being here, someone breaking door and just lurking here, and the main one, an op on stairs, or anyone on stairs to be quite frank, because it's just a long corridor pretty much and it's hard to push onto, and then you got door and tree you can't really push onto because someone might be here, someone might be here. It's just a very hard site to push on. So I'm going to show you how I personally would.
Gotta go! Shortcut! Gotta go! I'm out of here!
A few different ways you could do this. You could either shoot through here
I'm outta
and
here.
just go through here because you would have made enough racket for their team to most likely have rotated over to A, and same as from B over and probably to stairs or to top. So if you want you can go that way, but your team might not want to and they might have gone through door, and if so this is where the other way would come in. So you could very easily jiggle peek this and just slowly like try to isolate 1v1s, because why would you like over peek and die? Because you have to fight multiple people, because it's not very often that you're just gonna bang bang and like hit the easiest flick of your life. Another way you could do is you could like jiggle peek this to see if there's anyone on stairs. That jiggle peek was quite bad, but like you get the basists. And then say you've got 2 kills from one here or maybe one here.
Go, go, go!
Another thing you could do is you could like jump through and slide onto site. Then you can check top. If you then, as you jumped over, check top, then like you can slow walk. You can like check site, check here, and then if you want, you can go up top.
Take this!
Probably stun that. Check here, check here. If there's like, if that's clear, then you can come down here, check down here. You could probably come down here yourself if you want. Or Waylay, I'm going to be quite frank. I don't like Waylay, but I'm going to use her because she is still an entry duelist. I'm going to use Corrode because I think Waylay's best map is probably Corrode. I mean, I don't like Corrode personally, but if I had to play Corrode for like comp or something, I would go Waylay. The way I would push onto B site is probably I would put my teleport here and say my teammates have smoked off Heaven and B link, which is what they should really do. I'm going to put my teleport, I'm then going to dash. I can now clear here, here, and I'll be surprised if someone's there. If something gets too hairy, I can dash back or TP back, and then I can slow push. I can put my slow down there, and then these two should be smoke's wearing off, smoke's wearing off. I could go onto site. If I've cleared site, I can check again, and I can plant. And that's how I would clear B site. Once again, something that wouldn't be a bad shout is say you got a Soak, put Sova Dart up there. And once again with flank, say you got a Cypher or Vice, which I'll be surprised if you don't. You could put your wall here, or actually put it down here would be better. I mean, you could put your wall up here, but you don't have much time. They could be rushed straight over, and I assume when you're defending the spike, you're going to have someone here. So when you're defending the spikes, probably a good shout to have your wall or your trip here, so it's harder for them to like push because they don't have as much time, and they might just like rotate back and not go because they know someone will be watching here, and they might just go back through mids and go B link. So that's how I would clear B site on Corrode with Waylay.
Kind one. Two.
Stay down.
One enemy remaining.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun.